Did you know that your brain is like a supercomputer, constantly running programs you didn't even write? Today, we're diving into how to reprogram that mental software and take control of your life.
That's such a fascinating way to put it. It really makes you stop and think about how much of our behavior is automatic. So, where do we even begin with something like this?
Well, it starts with understanding that most of us are operating on subconscious programming. These are patterns we've absorbed over time from our families, society, media, and even random comments from people around us. The scary part is we rarely stop to question them.
That's such a striking thought. It's like we're walking around with these invisible scripts running our lives, and we don't even realize it. But how do you even become aware of something that's subconscious?
Great question. The first step is to pay attention to your thoughts and emotions. For example, if you find yourself feeling stuck or frustrated, ask yourself why. What's the underlying belief or thought causing that feeling? Often it's something you've been telling yourself for years without even realizing it.
That's such a powerful exercise. It's like peeling back the layers of an onion to get to the core of what's really going on. But once you identify those patterns, how do you go about changing them?
That's where the self-reprogramming cycle comes in. It's a process of consciously choosing your thoughts, attaching positive emotions to them, and then reinforcing those thoughts until they become beliefs. Over time, those beliefs can evolve into convictions, which are much harder to shake.
That's fascinating. So it's not just about thinking positive thoughts, it's about really feeling them and looking for evidence to support them. It's like you're training your brain to see the world in a new way.
Exactly. And a big part of that is understanding how the Reticular Activating System, or RAS, works. The RAS is like your brain's filter. It decides what information is important and what's not. So if you believe something, your RAS will go out of its way to find evidence to support that belief.
That's such a powerful concept. It's like your brain is constantly looking for proof to confirm what you already believe, whether it's positive or negative. So if you believe you're not good enough, your brain will focus on every little mistake or criticism to reinforce that belief.
Exactly. But the good news is you can reprogram your RAS by consciously choosing what to focus on. For example, if you want to believe that you're capable and confident, start looking for evidence to support that belief. It could be something as simple as remembering a time when you handled a difficult situation well.
That's such a practical tip. And it's interesting how this ties into the idea of focus creating attraction. Whatever you focus on, you attract more of. So if you're constantly focused on what's wrong or what's missing, you'll just keep finding more problems.
Right? And that's why gratitude is such a powerful tool. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you're training your brain to notice the good things in your life. Over time, this can shift your entire perspective.
I love that. Gratitude really is a game changer. But I imagine it's not always easy, especially when you're in the middle of a tough situation. How do you practice gratitude when it feels like everything is going wrong?
It's definitely not easy, but it's simple. Start small. Even if it's just one thing, like a warm cup of coffee or a kind word from a friend, take a moment to really appreciate it. Write it down, say it out loud, or just pause and feel thankful. Over time, this practice can rewire your brain to focus on the positive.
That's such a great reminder. And it's amazing how something as simple as gratitude can have such a profound impact. But I'm curious, how does this process work when it comes to breaking free from deeply ingrained beliefs or habits?
That's where the concept of the law of hypnotic rhythm comes in. This idea, which comes from Napoleon Hill's book Outwitting the Devil, explains why people get stuck in certain patterns. Essentially, it's like a groove that your mind falls into over time. The longer you've been in that groove, the harder it is to break free.
That's such a vivid image, this idea of being stuck in a mental groove. It really drives home how important it is to be intentional about your thoughts and beliefs. But how do you break free from that groove once you're in it?
It starts with interrupting the cycle. When a negative thought comes in, instead of accepting it automatically, pause and question it. Ask yourself, is this thought serving me? Is it even true? If it's not, consciously replace it with a more empowering thought.
That's such a practical approach. It's like you're training yourself to be the gatekeeper of your own mind. But I imagine it takes time and consistency to really see results.
Absolutely. It's not a quick fix, but it's worth the effort. Over time, as you consistently choose empowering thoughts and reinforce them with positive emotions, you'll start to notice a shift. Your RAS will begin to focus on the good instead of the bad, and your beliefs will start to align with the life you want to create.
That's so inspiring. And it's a reminder that we have more control over our lives than we often realize. It's not about waiting for things to change. It's about taking action to create the change we want.
Exactly. And the best part is, once you've reprogrammed your mind, success becomes almost effortless. You're no longer fighting against yourself or sabotaging your own progress. Instead, you're aligned with your goals and moving toward them naturally.
That's such a powerful message. It's not just about achieving a one-time win. It's about transforming yourself into someone who can sustain and build on that success. It's a complete shift in how you approach life.
Exactly. And it all starts with that first step, becoming aware of your thoughts and consciously choosing the ones that serve you. It's a simple concept, but it has the power to completely transform your life.
I couldn't agree more. This has been such a fascinating discussion. Any final thoughts before we wrap up?
Just this. You have the power to change your life by changing your thoughts. It's not always easy, but it's worth it. Start small, be consistent, and trust the process. Over time, you'll see the results.
Beautifully said. Thanks for sharing all of this. It's such an important conversation, and I hope it inspires our listeners to take that first step toward reprogramming their minds.
Me too. Thanks for the great discussion. Until next time.